Today I'm going to do my speaking practice with the help of this book. The title of this book is Effortless English Learn to Speak English Like a Native. This book is written by A.J. Hogue. He's the author of this book, A.J. Hogue. I don't know his full name. The world's number one English teacher. Actually, in this book, he challenged our traditional English learning mechanism or methodology. So I'm going to read this book first time. So if I misspell something or I went wrong somewhere, so please forgive me on that time. So let's take a look what is inside this book. Chapter 1, A Better Way to Learn English. If you have picked up this book, chances are you have wanted to speak English for a while. Maybe you have even taken classes. You probably need English to improve your career. Maybe you want to travel internationally or study abroad. You know that English is the key to international businesses and international travel. So let me ask you something. Do you feel nervous or shy when you try to speak English? Do you still struggle to understand what someone is saying to you despite years of study? Are you embarrassed about your pronunciation or worried you speak too slowly? Are you frustrated that despite all the time you have invested in learning English, you still cannot speak it? Despite your goals, is it difficult for you to actually use English in your job, travels, or studies? Do you sometimes feel that you will never master spoken English? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone. In fact, you are fairly typical. Most English students feel this way. Most adult English learners are stressed and frustrated about their speaking ability. Some feel completely hopeless and feel they will never be able to speak English powerfully. Not because they are bad at languages, but because, like you, they have been taught using the wrong methods. The good thing is that it does not have to be like this. There is nothing wrong with you. You can learn to speak English naturally and with ease. You can use English effectively in your job, travels, and studies. You can feel relaxed and confident every time you speak English. In fact, as a long time English teacher, I have helped thousands of students all over the world become fluent and powerful English speakers. How did I do it? I did it using a teaching method I developed called Effortless English. Effortless English enables you to learn English naturally and automatically. The way children learn before they enter school. Too often, English classes get so focused on tests, textbooks, grades, and levels. Students forget why they are there in the first place. They forget about the real world goals of a more successful career and exciting international travel. With effortless English, you never lose sight of the fact that the ultimate goal of learning a language is communication. Instead, you learn to speak English both quickly and with more precision. Effortless. I understand if you are skeptical, particularly if you have been trying to learn English the traditional way, you have put in the hours memorizing vocabulary lists, doing grammar drills, reading boring textbooks. How? You are thinking, can speaking English possibly be effortless? Believe me, I feel your pain. Back when I started teaching, 15 years ago, my students were all excited to begin conversation in English and I was excited to help them. At that time, I thought in the usual way. I used textbooks and I focused on teaching grammar. I thought this was the best way to teach and none of my students complained. I still remember one particularly intelligent student of mine from Venezuela named Gladys. Gladys was determined to speak English well. Talk about efforts. Gladys attended every one of my classes. She always sat in the center of the front row. I can still picture her eager and smiling face. She took detailed notes. She listened to every word I said. She also studied at home. Every day Gladys studied her English textbooks for 4 hours or more. She also tried to learn 50 new vocabulary words by memorizing word list. Gladys was my star student and I too was sure she would succeed. 6 months later, however, she still could not barely speak English. Her speech was hesitant and unnatural. She constantly made grammar mistakes with even the simplest sentences. Her pronunciation was difficult to understand. She still thought in Spanish and tried to translate to and from English when she spoke. Worst of all, Gladys felt nervous every time she tried to speak English. Speaking English was a painful experience for her. Gladys was extremely frustrated. After so much efforts, she had barely improved. As her teacher, I too was frustrated. I was sure Gladys would improve quickly and could not understand why she had not. I followed all of the traditional teaching methods. I used the standard textbooks and standard classroom activities. Gladys was intelligent, disciplined, and consistent, and yet her English speaking barely improved. Sadly, I realized that Gladys was not the only one who had not improved. Her classmates also had barely improved. It was frustrating and I felt like a complete failure as a teacher. But when I asked my colleagues for help, it turned out they had the same problem. Very few of their students were improving either. At that point, I realized something was wrong. Something is wrong with standard methods of teaching English. The worst part of for me was that everyone accepted this situation as normal. The other teachers did not seem to be concerned about their students' lack of progress. All the teachers were using the same methods and getting the same poor results. In most part of the world, students study English in schools for years. Yet, the vast majority of them never learn to speak English well. After years of study, they still have trouble with real English conversations. They still feel nervous and shy about speaking. A few years after my experience with Gladys, I got a job as an English teaching assistant in Japan. I was excited and eager to help these young students learn my language. I still remember my first day. I was sitting at the front of the class next to the main teacher, who was Japanese. As the students came into the room, they saw me and giggled nervously. They sat down and continued to shyly glance up at time. They were sweet and curious. Then the class started. The main teacher wrote an English sentence on the board. I don't remember the exact sentence, but it was something like, "The little girl goes to school." The teacher pointed to the sentence and began to talk about Japanese. The students all grabbed their notebooks and began writing. Everyone was very nervous or serious. Next, the teacher circled the word goes. She pointed at the word and continued speaking in Japanese. She talked and talked and talked in Japanese. The students wrote quickly, filling their notebooks with information. Finally, the teacher drew a line from the word goes to the word girl, and then she talked more on and on and on in Japanese. This continued for the entire class. The teacher drew lines, circles, and squares. She used different colored chalks, and she continued speaking Japanese. I was totally confused. I am a native speaker of English and I was sitting in a beginning English class. Yet I could not understand anything in the class except for that one sentence. I was thinking to myself, what could this teacher possibly be talking about so much? It's just one sentence. Yet the teacher spent an entire hour analyzing, explaining, and dissecting that one simple sentence. Finally, at the end of the class, the teacher asked me to read the sentence aloud. For pronunciation, I read the sentence a couple of times, and that was the only English input that the students got that day. Sadly, this same pattern repeated every day. Day by day, I watched the students' enthusiasm and curiosity disappear. They become bored. They become stressed and confused. Every day they wrote pages of notes, mostly in Japanese. Every day the teacher talked and talked and talked, mostly in Japanese. I could not understand why an English class was being taught mostly in Japanese. During the average class, the students were listening to Japanese 90% of the time or more. They heard very little English. No wonder they never learned to speak. No wonder they were frustrated and confused. Honestly, it broke my heart to watch as the school crushed these students' natural love of learning. It was terrible to watch them grow bored, frustrated, and stressed. And 6 months later, none of the students could speak to me at all, not even the simplest conversation. This kind of situation is repeated in English classes all over the world. My experiences with Gladys and in the Japan convinced me that traditional English language education is broken. I knew there had to be a better way to help my students speak English than what we were doing. So I began the search for a better way. I devoured books about English teaching. I constantly tried out new methods in my classes. I read research studies. I traveled and taught English in other parts of the world. What surprised me was how little the actual research supported traditional teaching methods. As eminent University of Southern California linguist Stephen Kersagan noted, we acquire language when we understand what people tell us and what we read. There is no need to deliberate memorization. If most of us knew intuitively that the best way to learn English was naturally, I wondered why were so many teachers and students still choosing to use unnatural, ineffective, and old methods of teaching. Eventually, I went back to school and got a master's degree in teaching English to speak of other languages. Along the way, I did more research and discovered the incredible new methods that would become the basis for the effortless English program. I also did my own informal research. I searched for excellent English speakers who had learned the language as an adult. However, I found such a person. I interviewed them. Over time, I noticed pattern. Most of these successful speakers were independent students who mastered spoken English outside of school. Most of them used similar methods, the very same methods supported by my master's research. Most avoided the traditional methods used in most schools. I changed my teaching, and when I used these new strategies in my class, my students improved quickly. I could not believe it. They learned to speak easily and powerfully, and even better, they were enjoying themselves. After years of research and experimentation, I had finally found methods that worked. Effortless English today. Over the years, I have continued to test and adapt these methods and develop the effortless English system. I have organized the program to include 7 essential rules for learning English, which have led countless studies to fluency. To build on the success of my classes, I created audio classes and began offered using online to English students around the world. My audio lessons are currently bestsellers in 25 countries. In addition, I founded the Effortless English Club to create an international English learning community where students can communicate with other members. I wanted to create an environment that encouraged confidence and success with English because so many learners struggle with nervousness, shyness, frustration, and fear when speaking. In fact, for many people, these negative emotions are the worst part of speaking English. In our Effortless English Club, students are able to interact on our forums and speak with each other online. It is an extremely positive and encouraging community where everyone is free to play with English, make mistakes, and communicate without fear. In my opinion, we have the best members in the world. Everyone of our members is focused not only in their own success but also on helping other members achieve success too. The result is a sportive family of learners and international leaders. This book is another resource for students looking to speak English powerfully and fluently. It is designed to guide you on the road to fluency, to speed your journey to confidence. Powerful, effortless speaking. In this book, you will learn how to reprogram your negative emotions about English, develop confidence when speaking, and following a powerful and effective road to fluency. You will learn how to use English to improve your career and achieve the success you want. Over the next several chapters, I will describe the effortless English system in detail, explain the philosophy behind it, and tell you why both psychology and method are important for language learning. I will also tell you exactly how to use the system to reach your goals. Join me and enjoy the journey. You really have nothing to fear by leaving the old education system behind. So let go of the pressure, the stress, the fear, and the boredom. I promise you, this natural learning system is fun, friendly, and energetic. The opposite of most school classrooms. There is no pressure, just friendly encouragement and support. Trust me, I have helped students everywhere in the world, and now I am eager to help you. I promise I will always do my best to help you speak excellent English, not lazy English. So, what is effortless English? By effortless, I certainly do not mean lazy English. In the contrary, effortless English is going to be the result of the work you put in every day. By following my system, you will make progress and achieve the result of speaking naturally and effortlessly, unforced, without stress, hesitation, or nervousness. In other words, effortless is the result, not the beginning. Your goal is to speak English effortlessly. You want the words to flow out without thinking, without translating, without worry or hesitation. You want to speak English just as you speak your own native language. Effortless speaking is the final result, and sometimes it takes a lot of effort to become effortless. It is possible, however, to thoroughly enjoy that effort. The example I like to use is that of an athlete or artist in the zone. In the zone means performing excellently and effortlessly. When an athlete is in the zone, at one level they are working very hard, expending a lot of energy, pushing totally focused. However, when they are enjoying themselves and completely focused, the actively feels effortlessly to them. There is no feeling of forcing, straining, etc. In fact, the name effortless was inspired by the Taoist idea of Wu Wei or effortless effort. It's a description of that flow state where you can be expending a lot of efforts and yet it feels totally effortless and natural, not forced. So the point is that effortless English is not about laziness, quick fixes or impossible scams, but rather about finding that state of effortless effort or woo-wee. Effortless English means you speak English fluently, you don't struggle as you speak, you don't feel nervous or stressed, you don't think about grammar, rules, and or translations. When you speak English effortlessly, you communicate your ideas clearly, you express your feelings powerfully, you focus on connecting with other people, not on conjugating verbs. You thoroughly enjoy the process of speaking English as you work, travel, and learn.